It's a question that I get asked quite often, actually, and that is, where should I put my stop loss? Well, let me take you through a technique or procedure that I use. There are various methods you can use, but I'll show you what I like to use, and that is the very simple tools that you have on TradingView. I use TradingView for my analysis, but I trade on MT4. I do not execute the trades on TradingView. I execute the trades on MT4, and I'll show you how to do that. So let's say I'm looking at the Euro US and I'm looking at the 15-minute chart. I plan my trades on the 4-hour and the daily chart to get an idea of what is the general overall long-term trend. But to find a good entry, I come back to the shorter time frames like the 5 or the 15-minute. So we're looking at the 15-minute chart on the Euro US as an example. And let's say I have planned my trade that if the Euro market opens bullish, I will take a long trade. And this yellow arrow here is the time of the day when the European market opened. It wasn't doing anything during the day, very small candles, and then it starts to look bullish, and it's a much bigger candle with the opening of the European market. So I decide I'm going to take a long trade after that candle finishes. Well, I come over and get my tools from TradingView, and I have a long position and a short position. If you star those, then they will be on your navigation bar, so I have them down here. I'll take a long position tool, come up here, and right where that candle finishes is when I'm going to take the trade. So I'll click right there, and by default this will be a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. But that's not enough. I prefer a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, so that if I lose 3 trades out of 5, I will still end up with a profit. So I've got to decide, is this stop loss adequate? Is this what I'm willing to risk? Well, I like to put the stop loss just a little bit below the low of the day, which would be right about there. So if it does turn around and go the other direction, I just analyzed the trade wrong, or the trend changed, or the trade didn't work out, okay? If it goes lower, then it's already been all day long. But now my profit is not enough, so I need to move my profit up to, so that I have a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, which is my preference, and I'm moving up, and it looks like it's quite far away, but there we go. So I have a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio. Now let's see if that worked out. Move across to the candles here, and now I said I don't execute the trades on TradingView, so what I do is I take this is where I entered the trade. I went back to MT4 and I executed the trade. All I have to do is come down here and see where is the stop loss, 1.0804. Enter that on MT4 as my stop loss point. Come up here and see where's my take profit, 1.0834, and enter that on MT4. You don't have to do any calculations. It's all right here on the screen for you. So let's move along, see how the trade progressed. And sure enough, it looks like, yeah, it went into profit. So let's move that over straight across and see. We had to wait about 4 hours for that trade to pay off for us. And you see it even went up further. So you could check back with the trade during the day and move your stop loss above break even. That way, if it does turn against you, then you'll still close the trade with a small profit. Or you could use a trailing stop, because this one continued on even higher and even kept going even more. This was a really, really big bullish move by the Euro US on this particular day. Okay, so that's one method for how to place your stop loss, and you do the same with a short trade. Everything's just in the opposite direction. Okay, I hope that helped. If you have any comments or questions about this stop loss technique, risk to reward ratio, just leave that in the comments below this video, and I'll be glad to get back to you.